So what happens when your car won't start when you hop in it in the morning, or you just got off work and you hop in the car and you try to turn the key, or depending on what type of car you have, you push that start stop button and it just won't turn over? It might be time to replace your battery. And since we're talking about batteries, let's go ahead and discuss how long a battery lasts. Welcome back to the Simple Driver channel. My name is Calvin. Today we're talking batteries, so make sure you actually stay to the end of this video because I'm going to give you 2 pro tips that's actually going to save you some frustration and save you a ton of money when it comes to replacing your vehicle's battery. Let's get started. Just like any other battery, car batteries do have a lifespan. And the batteries created today actually have a quality life expectancy of somewhere between 24 and 120 months. Yes, that's 2 years to 10 years. That does not mean you're gonna be riding around in your vehicle with the same battery that you had when you bought it for 10 years. Newer car batteries can last about 6 to 7 years because technology is getting pretty dang on good. Now, older model cars or new cars that have been driven for a couple years, you probably wanna replace your battery after about 2 to 3 years. Now, it's pretty easy to replace a battery, but if you want someone to do it for you, you can take your vehicle, run it up to like a Pep Boys or an AutoZone or an Advanced Auto Parts or something like that, any service place in your city, and they can actually test the battery for you. They can take it out, replace it, and there is an actual benefit to doing that, because if you replace it at your house, then you got to worry about disposing of the old battery. If you let someone do it for you, a service center, they'll not only will they put the new battery in, but they'll actually take the old battery and dispose of it for you. Real plus. That's a plus. You don't want an old battery just laying around in your garage, especially if you got kids. Now, when you buy a battery, you need to make sure you have the right size and you need to make sure you have the right amperage, because all batteries aren't created equal and all vehicles aren't created equal. Think about your average everyday electronics. You got AAAs, you got AA's, you got D batteries and all that stuff. Well, it's the same for your vehicle. Make sure you got the right size and the right amperage. If you're not sure, check your owner's manual, and if you're lazy like me, just call your local dealership. Now, everybody uses their cars and their trucks differently on the road, especially nationwide. And with different climates, there's a lot of scenarios where the battery life can be, last a little bit longer or a little bit less. But the average life expectancy of a battery is about 3 to 5 years. How much does a good battery cost? You can expect to pay somewhere between $140 all the way up to $200 for a great battery. A good battery is going to cost you somewhere between $130 and $140, and a great battery is going to cost you somewhere between $180 all the way up to about $215. Now, I know that's a lot of money, but think about this for a second. Don't go skimming around on the battery. You're actually paying $200, $300, $400 or $500 a month or whatever to lease a vehicle or to buy a vehicle. And this is something that your car actually needs to work every single day. And that brings me to the pro tips. Pro tip number 1, back in the 70s, the 80s, and even the early 90s, a battery would actually give you an indication that it was going dead. Well, that no longer happens with the new vehicles and the new technology. You can wake up today and everything be fine. You go, you push your start button and everything goes, you take off, and the very next day you wake up and you push it and it just don't work. I don't know what that's about, but if you have any indication that your battery is going to need to be replaced based off the information I just gave you, go ahead and do it now. Save yourself some frustration. Pro tip number 2. Pro tip number 2, buy your batteries online, because when you buy online, you can make sure that you have all the correct specs in the battery that you need. Plus, you can use cashback programs that will put money back in your pocket, and who doesn't like to save money? Now, here's another thing to like to do to save money. I actually like to use my credit card. So this is my Apple credit card right here. I use this because it's digital. I got a digital wallet. I can actually get money back and cash rewards and stuff like that. So now I'm able to buy $180 to a $215 great battery for good battery prices, meaning somewhere around about 160 bucks. You can't beat that. Who doesn't like to save money? If you want to save money like me, click the link in the description. That's the same exact cashback program that I use. It's called Ibotta. Use your credit card, save that money, get a great battery, and get it for less. That's it. Hope you got something good out of this video. See you in the next one.